Who teaches you piano? My cousin teaches me piano. Who teaches you piano? My cousin teaches me piano. What time do you wake up? I wake up at 6 a.m. Where do you live? I live in a small town. Who do you live with? I live with my parents. How do you start your day? I start my day by having breakfast. Why do you like mornings? Mornings are fresh and quiet. What do you usually eat for lunch? I usually eat rice and vegetables. Where do you go after school? I go home after shui. Who do you talk to at school? I talk to my friends. How do you travel to school? I travel by bus. Why do you read books? I read books to learn new things. What does your father do? My father works in an office. Where does your mother work? My mother works at home. Who is your best friend? My best friend is Sarah. How do you spend time with your family? We talk and watch TV together. Why do you love your family? They are always there for me. What do you do with your brother? We play video games together. Where does your sister study? She studies at a university. Who is your favorite relative? My favorite relative is my grandmother. How do you communicate with your family? We talk every day. Why do you celebrate birthdays? Birthdays are special days for us. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to watch movies. Where do you play football? Who plays with you? Who plays with you? My friends play with me. How do you relax? I relax by listening to music. Why do you enjoy drawing? Drawing helps me express myself. What do you do in your spare time? I like to read books. Where do you practice singing? I practice in my room. How often do you play basketball? I play basketball every weekend. Why do you like gardening? Gardening makes me feel calm. What do you usually have for breakfast? I usually have eggs and toast. Where do you eat lunch? I eat lunch at school. How do you like your coffee? I like my coffee with sugar. Why do you eat vegetables? Vegetables are healthy. What's your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit is mango. Where do you buy your groceries? I buy them at the supermarket. Who eats the most in your family? My brother eats the most. How often do you eat fast food? I eat fast food once a week. Why do you drink water? Water keeps me hydrated. What do you do to stay healthy? I exercise every day. Where do you go for jogging? I jog in the park. Who takes care of your health? My mother takes care of my health. How do you stay fit? I play sports and eat healthy food. Why do you sleep early? I sleep early to feel fresh in the morning. What do you do when you feel sick? I rest and drink warm water. Where do you go for a checkup? I go to the clinic for a checkup. Who motivates you to exercise? My friend motivates me. How often do you go for a walk? I walk every evening. What time do you go to bed? I go to bed at 9 p.m. Where do you study? I study in my room. Who wakes you up in the morning? My mother wakes me up. How do you prepare for school? I pack my bag and eat breakfast. What do you do after school? I do my homework and relax. Where do you put your shoes? I put my shoes near the door. Who helps you clean your room? I clean my room by myself. How do you feel in the morning? I feel happy and ready for the day. Why do you like reading books? Reading books helps me learn new things. What does your father do at home? My father helps with the dishes. Where do your grandparents live? My grandparents live in the countryside. Who makes dinner at home? My mother makes dinner. How do you spend time with your family? We eat together and talk. Why do you love your siblings? They always support me. What does your brother do? My brother plays football. Where do you go on holidays? We go to the beach. Who is the funniest person in your family? My father is the funniest. How often do you visit your relatives? I visit my relatives on weekends. Why do you help your parents at home? I help because it's my responsibility. What do you like to do with your friends? We play games and talk. Where do you usually meet your friends? We meet at the park. Who do you sit with in class? I sit with my friend, Mike. How do you stay in touch with your friends? We call and text each other. Why do you enjoy spending time with friends? Friends make me happy. What do you do when you meet your friends? We talk and share stories. Where do you celebrate your birthday? I celebrate at home with my family. Who invites you to parties? My friends invite me. Why do you like making new friends? Making friends is fun and exciting. What do you like to eat for dinner? I like eating pasta for dinner. Where do you buy your groceries? I buy them at the supermarket. Who eats the most in your family? My father eats the most. How do you prepare breakfast? I toast bread and boil eggs. Why do you eat vegetables every day? Vegetables are good for my health. What is your favorite dessert? My favorite dessert is chocolate cake. Where do you keep your snacks? I keep them in the kitchen. Who cooks lunch at your house? My mother cooks lunch. How do you eat your pizza? I eat it with my hands. Why do you drink juice in the morning? Juice is fresh and energizing. Why do you drink juice in the morning? Juice is fresh and energizing. Where do you go for a walk? I go for a walk in the park. Who helps you stay healthy? My parents help me stay healthy. How do you take care of your health? I eat well and exercise regularly.